That's right. It's your girl T Quest. You're tuned into the T Quest show. Relatable, informative, yet entertaining. Shout out to all my listeners out there. I miss you guys so freaking much. Every time the show ends, I'm sad face until the next one. If you're new to the T Quest show, make sure you follow me on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM. Download your T Quest mobile app in your Google Play Store and your App Store for free. We're holding at 5 stars strong, so let's not, mess up that momentum. And reviews is everything on the app, just like as entrepreneurs. That's on that Google search. People pay attention to reviews because people want to know everyone else's experience when it comes to dealing with apps, when it comes to working with businesses, just like movies, right? If a new movie come out, you're like, hey, did you like this movie? Did you like this movie? Sometimes you want to hear from other people's perspective to see if we're going to be more eager to check it out or not. So, since the TQuest app is awesome and the reviews are awesome, let's just keep that going so TQuest continue to be awesome for all of you. Now, before we get into today's show with today's guest, we always have to do a mental check. I want to make sure everyone is okay. I want to make sure everyone is good. Right now, we're still living in an uncomfortable society. So even though people are laughing and joking and out and about, trust me, everyone is still going through their own personal things. And we always know it's the strong ones you got to be worried about because sometimes they're going through more than you can imagine. Even the people that you look up to as celebrities and role models and mentors, they're probably going through some stuff that you can never imagine. That's why I say treat everyone the same. Treat everybody with love and kindness is respect because just like you going through things behind closed doors, the next one is going through things behind closed doors. And if you do not have someone to talk to or converse with, yes, I am one of the busiest ladies in the world. But if you need me, I will put time aside to be here for you if you need it. Now, I've said it before. If you're one of those people that'll just like to talk just to talk, I'm not that friend, okay? Not happening. But if you want to talk because you want to release something, you need some type of healing or just happiness for that moment, then you can contact me, okay? Because I'll know the difference. And if you are one of them that's trying to sneak in, I will hang up on you respectfully, be like, get it go, okay? Now that we got that all out the way, it is time to have so much fun. You guys know we always have cool artists, celebrities, chefs, authors, all types of people on the T Quest show. Why? Because the T Quest show is all about getting to know who you are, getting to know your story, getting to know the silent crime behind your grind. Because, like I said, we all have a story, and I'm always listening for the next one. So, without further ado, let's bring on today's guest. I'm super excited to interview him because, I've done my little research a little bit and I have a lot of questions to ask.
What is going
Hi,
on?
how are
Hello.
you?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic. Don't you love my long winded intro?
I loved it.
It gets longer every time.
It's
Every time.
great.
It gets longer and longer. But let's start off. Tell the people who you are and where you're from.
I'm Systovis, and I am from St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm a 26-year-old musician slash artist, and mainly my main genres are hip hop, trap, and rap, and R&B.
Okay. Okay. Now, we got to bring it back to the name, right?
Yeah.
Psy Stovis.
hmm
Okay. Now, that name, something you was born with or was created?
Created.
Tell us about it.
Okay, there used to be this basement like of my brother's old house, and we called it the stove. Like that's where we'd like hang out and party and have a good time at, and we just called it the stove. Well, at the time, I was like really interested in like the way the human brain works, and like kind of just like on like what the how the human brain goes through different effects of like anxiety, depression, just post traumatic stress and just things like that. And I stumbled across the word psychosis. So when I stumbled across that word, and I was in the stove at the time, I kind of just put two and two together, and I came up with Systovis because originally my name was Systovis, but started with a PSY, like psychology and psychosis.
Mm.
And then I put money signs in where the S's go. So it was P money sign, YTOVI money sign, and I thought we were good to go. And I went to like upload that on Spotify or to choose that as a name, and Spotify wasn't having it because of the money signs. So I was like,
Mm.
crap. I was like, dang it. I was like, I got to change it. And I don't know why I just decided to, just change the money signs to S's. Why I didn't do that, but instead I just threw the P off too, and then just kept the Systovis, and then that's how that name came about.
Okay, okay. Also, another thing is when you're in this industry, the one thing you don't want to do is have such a complicated name that your fans can't find you.
Yeah, 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 for
You
sure.
know? So it's just like, wait, is it with a P or is
Yeah.
it an S? Are there silent letters in there? Because after a while, too, it's a good thing your name is unique because certain people names are so similar to others that you don't
Hmm.
know who it is. Even with me, my entertainment name is T Quest, but I'm not the only entertainer that's named T Quest.
That's
You know,
crazy.
when I'm wearing the music artist has, there's like two other music artists that's mainly out there like that. When I'm
Hmm.
wearing the media hat or the DJ hat, there's already a DJ Quest that's out there. So we always get misconstrued, and that's why I do everything more of. Shout out to DJ Rome on the check-in. More of
Hey.
my social media handle with the TQuestGLM. That's my whole business. So I know for a fact I'm the only one. But
Yeah.
trust me, I'm pretty sure you're the well, you're not the only one because I've seen a name out there, but for not just you, but for something totally different. But one thing I can say is that your music and stuff is unique, which is super awesome. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, one thing I love to do on this show is to bring it all the way back, okay?
Hmm.
Now, when we were younger, we had an assignment. When I grow up, I want to be, what did you say?
Man, I think man, I don't even know what I said. Yeah, honestly, like I want to say maybe I said something really basic, really original. I think maybe I said firefighter or something,
mm,
or maybe it was a soldier. It was
mm,
something like that.
okay.
Um, but yeah, I never would have said rapper or artist or singer because
Mm,
that's just it's such a how do I say it taboo thing to even talk about that like from where I'm from. It's because I was raised in a small town 40 minutes outside the city of St. Louis,
mm-hmm,
and whenever like yeah, if anyone would ever want to say they're on a career, they're on a path to become an artist or a musician, a movie star, people would just laugh at you.
mm,
That's just unfortunately that's the small town minds. What I like to say, small town minded, and that's what my hometown was really like, and even still to this day, even with my my small successes as an artist, I still to this day don't get like that much appreciation or that much love from my hometown. It's mainly all over different parts of the world rather than my hometown, and it's crazy like experiencing that for the first time. It's just because you always hear that like like in the songs of the artists that have made it already, and they're like, yeah, man, my hometown, kind of isn't there for me because they never want to see someone make it out.
mm,
They would just want to keep you in, and then now whenever like people start doing that and successful artists have made it out, they can still to this day go back and be like, yeah, my hometown didn't support me until now because I'm famous. So it's just like it just sucks.
you definitely said a mouthful, and I may have to start taking notes because there's certain things I want to touch upon. One thing is, tell me if you noticed this in movies.
In
There's a
movies.
lot of people that are from small towns that no one believed in them and they made it big, right?
Hmm.
Which means it's just a reminder that any and everything is possible. A
Yeah.
lot of the successful people, when you hear their stories, when you have awesome personalities like myself that actually captures it, you hear that they went through so much where people really wasn't there for them or supported them, but they didn't allow that to hinder them. They just did what they had to do
Hmm.
for what they wanted to do, you know?
Exactly.
Also, one thing you don't want to do is discredit your hard work. Something you feel is quite small in your career is something big to the next person. You know,
True.
even the type of followers that you have, you may think that's a small amount. People will kill to have those numbers that they've worked years for and still haven't gotten, and you have.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Yeah,
it's not even about being humble, but one thing you don't want to do is discredit the hard work that you put in.
true.
Okay.
Very true.
Absolutely. And at the same time, when it comes to music artists or entrepreneurs and stuff, we all, majority of people, have the same story because technically, your supporters, your first supporter is supposed to be your family and your friends and your hometown, the way it's supposed to be. Some people, it works out in their favor, but then they stay right there as the local celebrity. Then you have others who doesn't have that luxury of having that home support, and then they get it from all these strangers all over the world. One thing I'm
Hmm.
hoping that a lot of us do is break the cycle. Keep saying how back home they didn't support me. Who cares?
That
Because the world is here to support you.
is very true.
Strangers are here to support you. Strangers are here to love you. They're here to buy your music, buy your merch, buy your tickets to your concerts. It's at the point now, me personally, I'm not even thinking about who never supported me or who wasn't there because I can't turn back the hands of time. Because thinking about it and talking about it and questioning it, it's not going to change it. All it's going to do is make us upset, and we are too great to be upset. You know
True.
what I'm saying? So you are out here, you are doing your thing, and you're still young, and people are rocking with you. So only focus your energy on the ones that is rocking with you, not the ones
Hmm.
that's not. Because the same ones that was either hating or they want to see you grow, one day maybe asking you for a job.
Yeah.
Just
Very
saying.
true.
I'm just saying. Am I talking right or am I talking right?
You're talking right. 100%.
Okay. Just want to share. But now, forget all that. Now you coming from a small town in the
Hmm.
Midwest, which I'm in the Midwest now too.
Oh, really?
I am. I am.
What
I'm in
part?
Indiana.
Oh.
Yeah. I haven't really seen what this Midwest can do, which is awkward at this time in the middle of a pandemic. But
Yeah.
maybe I'll check something. I don't know how, because now I don't even want to hang out with anybody. There's like, how's the Midwest? I'm like, I don't know. I don't, but we'll see what happens.
How are you liking
Now,
the weather?
the weather is beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the weather per se, but even the winter wasn't that bad, so that's a good thing. I'm from the
Hmm.
East Coast up top, so
Oh,
our
yeah.
winters get vicious. But weather-wise, I'm definitely rocking with the Midwest. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So let's get back to you and being a music artist. Now, how would you go from wanting to be a fireman or to writing rhymes and spitting bars? Like, what is that connection?
So, man, it is crazy because like I originally went to like I got out of high school and I immediately went right to college,
Okay.
and but as like when I was a kid, like trying to be like say I was a firefighter or soldier or something like that.
Mm,
I never really just sat down when I was younger, I guess, and just thought about what I truly wanted to be. Because I guess I didn't really just was never asked, I guess, that young to make me uh, like think about it, reflect upon it. But right out of high school, I just immediately went to college, and I got my general studies degree. And even then, I didn't even know what I wanted to be. Like I just got my general studies degree, and then I want to say, um, yeah, I decided to become a nurse. So I got in a nursing program because my father is a nurse,
nice.
and then I got there into that degree, and I was like, I do not like science and math. So I was like, yep, I am done with this. I got maybe like 4 weeks into the semester, and I just switched my major,
Oh my
and
God.
it's crazy because my freshman year of like after I got my gen eds, my freshman year starting, I realized that my communications teacher, she did an amazing job as teaching communications and speech and public speaking and human relations and public relations, everything like that. and she just made me fall in love with the subject of communications. And so then I directed my degree, changed my degree, and I got my bachelor's in communications. And then I stuck it out and forced myself to stay in there. And I got my master's in communication. Mm-hmm. And through all of that, I still became a rapper and artist.
No, it's not a bad thing. Trust me. Because even with me, I've been on the honor roll my whole life. So they just knew I was going to go into top colleges right after high school and stuff. My brain and stuff was like, I'm tired. Okay.
Yo,
And then I was like,
yeah,
what are you going to do? I'm like, I probably go to school for like music production and business or, psychology. But then it was like, you have to be fluent in math and science. I was like, math, I got down packed, but science? Never mind. You know what? Don't worry about it. I'm going to be famous. So people are going to look up to me as a mentor anyway. So they can just come over to the office. They can lay on the couch and I'll just do it for free with my entertainment money and call it a day. But every
I
time
love
they get
that.
you with that math and science, a lot of people change their mind. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, I love it because everyone knows the healthcare is very important and we really need a lot of people in the healthcare, but we need people who actually genuinely care about the health
Mm-hmm.
of the people,
Yeah.
you know?
Not just me that just was like, what do I do? Dad doesn't let me do it.
Exactly. You really want to make sure you have a genuine passion for what you're
Mm-hmm.
going to put the majority of your time for because you don't want to be stuck at a job where you're just miserable because then, like,
Exactly.
that's not really living. That's just someone who's just
Yeah.
waiting for every Friday to come
Yep.
around for you to be complaining about Monday through Friday. And by the time you finish complaining about Monday through Friday, guess what? It's Monday again, which
Mm-hmm.
means you're never happy. And we don't need that.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But I'm glad she showed you something in communications because communication is key. Communication
Mm-hmm.
is everything. Communication is why a lot of people end up broken up or divorced and stuff because they don't know how to communicate. And we
Yeah.
converse with people every day, but it's harder than it looks.
It
So
is.
kudos to you. Now we got a degree. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How do we get into the studio?
Hmm. I've never truly been in a studio ever in my life.
How'd you
That
record your
is
songs? Mhm.
my okay. Yeah, I built my home studio out of my closet.
Okay. Now,
Yep, I gutted my closet.
how do we go from a degree to being a music artist? What switch, what change, what caught your attention that you had to start writing and recording?
That's a great question because this whole journey started off with one of my buddies making beats, and
Okay.
I always I've been in like the music the field, like in high school I was like in choir and
Hmm.
uh, played sports as well and everything like that. But I just knew I could sing, and I used to
Hmm.
freestyle at like parties.
Yeah.
Um, and like I knew I could rap. I had a cadence, I had rhythm. I
Hmm.
had decent freestyles, and I knew I could sing. So I was like musically inclined to do something, and I saw my friend making beats, and he had a Ableton Push, and he had Ableton over at the stove, like I was talking about earlier, and I just fell in love with it. I was like, man, I love what this is. What I was like, I want to make my own beats because I'm also a percussionist. I'm a drummer,
Okay.
and so I was just like, man, if I can do it like bang on drums and make a rhythm and beat there, I can easily try to figure out technology. So he kind of let me play on his MIDI board for a
Hmm.
day or two, and I instantly I was hooked. Right after those 2 days of playing on his MIDI board, I went home. I saved up a whole bunch of money, and I went
Hmm.
out and I bought everything I needed to build my computer. I built the necessary parts for my computer. I went out and
Hmm.
bought all the monitors, the stands, and then I went and bought my own MIDI board, my microphone, my headset, everything that you need. And then that's when I also gutted my closet and I put up sound paneling in my closet and had my mic and everything attached. And ever
Hmm.
since then, I don't know really what it was that like made me decide to start writing and want to be a rapper while I was making beats. I think it was because I was just so hooked on like doing it to my own beats. I was like, man, I don't want to give that one out. I want that one. I don't want to give that beat one out. I want that one. And ever since then, I truly figured out that I could use music as a way of expression and also a release. And that's the main reason that I fell in love with this music and created this passion, was because I've never had a release, or I don't know. I've never got connected to something as much as I have music. And without music, I do not know where I'd be.
Mm, that makes a lot of sense. It's a lot
Yeah.
of people who be out here with different degrees and have this whole their life figured out, but then they end up doing something like, wait, where did that come from? I'm like, well, that's where my heart is. That's where my happiness is. So,
Yeah.
oh, and music is therapy. And I can tell that you don't just do music for like attention, like a lot of
Hmm.
new artists be doing, if that's them to each his own. But I can tell you do it for therapy and a release. Like
Yeah.
even when I was just doing your research on you, and just one song, I heard 2 lines, and I'm like, there's a lot of pain behind this song, and
Yeah.
I knew that within like 2 lines. You know what I'm saying? So I can tell you're one of those artists that really put your heart and soul into what you write, which is a
100%.
beautiful thing. So let's start talking about some of these songs you have out. How long have you actually been a recording artist?
I have been writing and recording for only a year.
I kind of figured. I feel like it's like a rebirth of a pandemic type of thing. But it's okay. There's a lot of one who do. Like if that's your story, that's your story. But that's fine. Talk to me about the song Difference. Different.
Oh, so that song, that like, it kind of reflects like me wanting to like stay true to myself, but at the same time, not sticking out like too differently. Because I but like the number one thing I believe in, and like I want my brand to reflect, is free will. Is that everyone has the power and the ability, free will, to do what they want. And I truthfully believe that everyone should be able to do what they want to do as they please, as long as they do not hurt or harm anyone else in the way of doing it. And also just along the basis of like everyone should be who they are, who they truly want to be, and don't matter what society says. Like they should do what they want to do and what they picture themselves as and how they identify as. And so, different is a song that basically just like puts forth the meaning and the idea that even though that we can all be different, we don't need to always just go out and like force our different beliefs or different opinions on others. But don't be afraid to show that your differences, and don't be afraid to be unique.
I know I'm not afraid, but no, I totally get. That's when I was listening to it. I'm just like, it was just hitting in that moment. I'm just like them 2 lines. It was something about not feeling like I belong. It
Oh,
was one. It was a lyric about something. I felt like something about not feeling like I belong.
yeah, yeah. I think that was along the lines. Yeah.
Do you remember the lyrics?
I don't actually. That was what was that? Was that off Death to Clout?
I don't remember. You know these songs.
Yeah, I think it was off. I think it was off of Death to Clout.
Okay.
I want to say no. I think you've nailed it right on the head. I think it was I don't like feel like I belong, and
Mhm.
that was I think a lot of my songs kind of resurface with like my hometown, and not so much anymore on the newer projects that are coming out. But like when I was first coming up and I was like trying to give everyone the idea of me becoming an artist, it was
Mhm.
kind of like hard for me to accept,
Yeah.
from my hometown, that people were like, no one downloaded or saved my song, no one cared, and it was, that's hard, like for a new artist, like just be like, dang, like no one wants to, and so, but then but like I'm also thankful for that in a way, because it's only pushed me that much harder. Like
Absolutely.
I have my work ethic, my drive, and my passion comes a lot from the idea in the back of my head, like I'm gonna show these guys. So Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's what different like a lot means is, and coming from like the hometown, like being different than everyone else because I am being different. I'm going against the taboo thing to do, you know,
Mhm.
and it's just or doing the taboo thing. It's just I love doing that. I love being different and unique.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. Now, with the singles that you have out now, did you put out a project? Are you working on a project? Like, where are you today when it comes to music?
So right now I am working on my project Armageddon,
Okay.
and Armageddon. I'm sure you've heard of the word before. It's the end of the world, pretty much in one word. It's found
Hmm.
in the like in scripture and all that. But uh, Armageddon is like the idea of like in my album at least is the idea of kind of like the end of the world also. But I've got some songs in there that have like a good vibe and some songs that have a bad vibe, that are
Hmm.
darker. And a lot of mainly all of them are hard trap songs. But you know some of them also have a very uh, like just a chill sound to it. Like one of the songs, "Endearment," you know, and "On It." Those two songs, I
Hmm.
mean, they just pretty much reflect everything there is to know about me. And you know, it's a lot of me opening up and telling the world, you know, who I am as a person, and
Hmm.
like what it like my mission is to do, and that number one mission is to do is to try to share the idea, you know, like not force upon anyone because that's the one thing I don't like when people do, but definitely share the idea that everyone should just let everyone do what they want and don't be mean and don't judge. If everyone could just do that in this world, we would be so awesome. I don't know why people have to, you know, down like just diss other people because of their social status, their money they make, their gender, their sexuality. You know, just I just don't get it. Like, why can't people just let people live? I don't understand.
All I ask is,
Yeah,
you know why? Because it's the simple things in life that people make complicated. It's kind of like
yeah,
common sense, where sense is not common. When we
hmm,
communicate every day, but everyone still don't know how to communicate. It's the
yeah,
simple things in life. People just like it's
yes,
crazy,
it
you know.
is
But
mind blowing.
I used to stress myself trying to help everyone and heal everyone, and I'm like, you know what? I'm tired. So I'm just gonna lead by example. And if they follow through, great. If
Yeah,
they don't, it is what it is. Again,
hmm.
because I stress myself trying to make people be better people in life. Because some people literally just sucks. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not, some people just have dark souls,
They
and it's
do.
never getting lighter. And other people
Yeah.
say never say never. I'm like, some people are really just set in their ways, and all you can do is just wish them the best.
Yep.
Remember and continue to live your life and do whatever you got to do for you. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Now,
and that's something that's way easier said than done too.
absolutely.
Because like I have such a competitive spirit and
Hmm.
like an argument, not like a bratty spirit, but an argumentative, like a I like to test people's like opinions, like be like, okay, well, let's have a civil discussion. Usually it never works out because usually it's the other party like does something or like says some word that it just ticks me off. I'm like, I gotta go. Because like if I don't leave or something like that, I'm just like,
Hey, DJ Fame.
oh.
Hmm.
So
Absolutely.
but yeah, but I agree. It's just like trying to turn the other cheek and just like, you know, good luck with how you're living is like the best way to do it, but it is hard sometimes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, let's talk about this song you presented today, the one you
Hmm.
sent me. You know which one I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, was it space?
No, he didn't
I
send me
believe so.
space.
I didn't
Mm-mm.
send you space. Oh
No.
shoot. I mean, I'm.
What was
Is
that? What?
space flight still holding on?
Oh, well, technically it was called Fly.
Oh okay. Yeah.
So
Okay.
is that the
No,
same
that's
song?
the no. I know what one it is though. That's the right one. I did send you fly.
Okay. Okay, just making sure. Talk to us about this concept of this song.
Yeah, so that is pretty much that's crazy. Fly is has everything to do with living my life the way I want to live it, living it fly, and that's how I get down. That's like that's that's what I love to do is just live fly, you know. And
Really?
yeah, I have
Okay.
to. I mean, like I can't ever like not live fly.
Mhm.
Like the
Nice.
fly is my way, and that song, going about it, it was yeah, it's weird. It's a weird structured song, and how I structured that song, it's almost as if like when you're listening to it, there's like 3 or 4 different artists because there's like 4 or 5 different flows, and and my vocal tones change too. So it's like going about that song, I was just mainly just feeling that beat and
Mhm.
just like I didn't know really how I was structuring it, and it kind of structured itself after I was done. I listened back, I was like, well, okay, but it sounded like so groovy, and that I dug it, and like it was fire. So like me and my producers, we ended up making it and we put it out there, and it's ended up doing really good, really well. I think it's almost at 12,000 streams right now.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Okay. Well, it is this time of the. Oh look, all your little friends on DJ Fame, DCC. And
Oh, what up, C6?
speaking of DJs, it's this time, our time of the TQuest show when we bring on our DJ El Nino, where he flexes
Hey,
these guest music. So you ready to have
hey,
some fun?
let's do it.
All right, let's get it.
Yeah. What up, my brother? What up, my brother?
Hey, what is going on?
So what we doing? We doing fly? That's what we doing?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's do that. Let's do that. Wait a minute.
I'm freaking on the weekend, but I'm not gonna be love seeking. An A-story kid, my flows. I'm freaking on the weekend, but I'm not gonna be love seeking. An A-story kid, and my flows so sick. Some call me chopper, but I get my flow from my papa. And I'm coming from the underground with a unique sound, and I'm so profound. So let's get on now. I'm tipping and flipping, yeah, you know I wanna whip and smoking more than Mary and Pippin, you know I'm not kidding. I got the keys, I got the cash, I'm looking for 4 and 2, I've been in the cup in a flash. I'ma live it up right, I'ma live it up tonight. I'ma shine so bright, yeah, I'ma shine so bright with the light. I'm cashing checks and stacking paper, CD ice cream hanging around my neck. I got all types of flavors, I don't do no favors. Sipping on the Henny and the Vegas, all rushing, no faking, yeah. I'm gonna be coming up, motherfucker, get ready, so I'm coming up, yeah. I'm coming up, yeah. You better be ready for me, 'cause I ain't ever gonna stop. I'm freaking on the weekend, but I'm not gonna be love seeking. An A-story kid, and my flow's all sick. Some call me chopper, but I get my flow from my papa. And I'm coming from the underground with a unique sound, and I'm so profound. So let's get on now. I'm tipping and flipping, yeah, you know I wanna whip and smoking more than, smoking more than, smoking more than, smoking more.
Oh yeah.
Fly to the moon, we have a party, make it boom. Have a spaceship race and go off in a zoom. Sweep you off your feet like I was a broom. Yeah, because I am falling in love with you. Yeah, born on the planet, make a crash landing. Living like so outstanding, never been a man in. This love is so great, you would have thought we had planned it. Baby girl, you're so perfect for me now. And we're gonna stay here for eternity. Our love will grow stronger, most certainly. This is our galaxy, we can do whatever. Yeah, 'cause it's just me and you forever. It's just me and you forever. It's just me and you forever. What am I even doing? This is a career I'm really pursuing. All these evil thoughts in my head are blowing like the thoughts of what am I even doing? This is a career I'm really pursuing. this? What am I even doing this? What am I even doing this? What am I even doing? What am I even doing this? Is a career I'm really pursuing. All these evil thoughts in my head are brewing, like the thoughts of beating these motherfuckers in the industry that aren't like me. Like giving them a reason, I'll leave them a chop 'em up and spin them back out, cause I drop like the sound of chewing. 26-year-old chop up and spin them back out, cause I don't like the sound of chewing. 26 chop up and spin them back out, cause I don't like the sound of chewing. 26-year-old Midwest white boy from the East boy, probably not the junkie thinking he can spit like shady high school drop, but the back up his girl, yes the baby, throw him to the pile of hell knows, grab another folder for debating. Now wait, I'm not hating, I'm just explaining the impossibility for anyone to get noticed in the game. It's a damn shame, but with that money having to connect or selling your sex, you ain't gonna see the fucking fame. I wish it was all about the talent and work ethic, but the industry ain't about it. It's way too clouded and overcrowded. Ain't about it, it's way too clouded and ain't about it, it's way too clouded and overcrowded. The underground host all of the rock talent, knock all of the stream artists off the throne, and I'll steal the fucking chalice in the palace while I wreak over this palace, 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 while I wreak over this palace.
That's dope. That was sick.
Appreciate that, my brother. I like that joint. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Little short message. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that. Just a little short message.
Oh yeah.
Great job.
Appreciate
Great
it.
job. All right, let me flex it back to this. All right, let me ask you a question. Wait a minute. Is she frozen?
Oh, she is.
Yeah, she may be frozen. All right.
Oh wait,
no,
no,
maybe not. She's back. She's back.
There we go.
Let me ask you a question though.
Mm-hmm.
Because I checked out your YouTube. You have kind of diverse actually. You know, I didn't expect short message. You know what I mean? After hearing some of that other stuff, I didn't expect to hear that. So when I heard it, I'm like, oh, I like this joint right here. You know what I mean? What made you do that compared to some of them other songs that I saw?
That's one thing. I am super, super versatile.
Okay. Oh.
Wow.
Super versatile. He's like, all right, that's it. Drop the mic. I'm super versatile and done. And I'm done. Just that's what I said that. I mean that. And I'm going.
We good?
Okay. Oh wait a minute, he's back. He's back.
I don't know what happened. I was just talking and then boom.
Just drop the mic on us. That's what it is. I'm super versatile. I disappeared. All right, that's what it is. You like that's it.
Super
Enough
versatile.
said.
I'm out.
Yeah, enough said.
No. Okay. So I'm really, really versatile. I was raised, on all types of different music from like my parents loved the 70s and 80s music, 90s country. I got into like the punk rock music, alternative, like Breaking Benjamin. And then of course I loved the hip hop. I loved G Unit. I loved Eminem, of course. And then I fell in love with obviously the modern day, like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. And I'm just a combination of so many influences. So, but my main influence in the hip hop rap industry is definitely the Midwest, which is Tech Nine, Ritz, all those like fast spitters, the Midwest Choppers, and Chris Calico, pretty much anyone from Strange Music. That's where I fell in love with rap. And from there, about a year ago, I realized, like I said earlier in the show, I could freestyle rap at parties. And so I just took from what I knew or my little bit of experience from freestyling, and I just worked every single day in, day out, night in, night out, to perfecting my flow and flow changes and everything. So to answer your question, what made me do that, like to make that type of song compared to what is out there, is just I love being how do you call it? I don't like letting my listeners guess what's coming from me next. I like letting my listeners keep them on their toes. I love being as versatile as possible.
That is. Don't want to put yourself in a box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I'm dead serious because a lot of times folks come up in here and I hear some of their music and okay, everything is the same. You know what I mean? But it's refreshing to hear range. You know what I mean? Really,
yeah.
It's refreshing to hear, and not just range for range's sake. Range that is actually, good. You know You know what I mean? I don't hear somebody doing a ballad and they really can't sing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm like, I don't necessarily want to hear that. It's nice you did a ballad, but okay, maybe
Right.
we don't need to do that. But I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate the spit. I appreciate all that. So great job, my brother.
Thank you.
Systovis.
Yep.
Did I say it right?
Yo, yeah. Oh yeah.
There it is. I'm just making sure, man. Just making sure. Just got to make sure. All right.
Oh yeah.
Guys, gonna make sure
All
you
right. The
put
queen
some
is back.
respect
Go
on
ahead,
his
T-Quest.
name. I was here. I was on mute.
Oh.
I was here. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna be here. But yeah, shout out to Jelino for that flex and that shocker at the end, because I'm like, where'd that come from? Like, yo, wait a minute. Like, no, that's what I want to hear. Like, don't get me wrong, I like your other songs, but that definitely caught my attention. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And I'm like, is that like the original beat? Did he blend something else in it? Like, you never know with Nino. So, since y'all never heard this song before, I was like, wait, is that what the song really is? Like, that's super awesome. Good
Appreciate
job.
it.
You're
Appreciate
yay.
it.
Now, as you can tell, DJ El Nino is one of the DJs that does flex music videos and everything. Do you see some new ones on the horizon?
No, not yet. But like that is the next after we get Armageddon completely done and out, and that's an 18-track album, all hard trap music. So none of what we played tonight is gonna be on this album. It is all hard trap music. Yeah, I'm talking like and beats like the style of Young Dolph, Moneybag Yo, Gucci Mane, Kevin Gates. That is like my one of my favorite forms of like hip hop is like trap and rap, and that sound, that Memphis sound, is like something I fell in love with, and for me to be able to do my own thing on those is like awesome. I don't sound anything like Dolph or Moneybag Yo or anything like that. I sing R&B riffs on top of those trap beats as well as rap at a breakneck speed.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's how I'm different than I think I'm the only one that's doing that right now.
No, you're not. I'm sorry. With the songs that we were playing before, were you using auto tune?
Yeah.
Why?
I guess more just like it's like I don't know, the industry's using it, and just the people like that are in the industry that are using it. I mean, you think about and I know I go against like trying to do what everyone else is doing because I like being unique and everything, but it's just I guess mainly just it's in the sound, and it's in the sound that I like. I like the sound of autotune, I guess. Even though I know I probably don't need it. I know I can sing without it. I just like
I
to
don't know
use
that. I'm
it.
just saying, I get it, because you're young, you're in your 20s, you're new generation, and that's what's current in your lifestyle. That's
Yeah.
literally current. So it makes sense to why. But I tell people that's just part of the industry. There's other parts of the industry. There's other consumers out there. There's other people that want to be fans of yours. And there's people out there that we understand autotune exists. But if you have the vocal ability, why can't we hear it?
True.
So
There are a few songs I have out without autotune in them.
I ain't looking for
So I think different was without autotune actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think that one was
Okay.
without autotune.
Okay.
So
Because
only mainly the upbeat ones have the autotune.
there's some people who don't really care as long as the song overall is good quality. It is what it is. But there's a whole lot of people out there who do care and really want to hear what you can do. Because
Yeah, very true.
nowadays artists is coming dime a dozen. So you want to make sure you always have more reasons to stand out. That's going to work in your favor. You can show I can use autotune, but don't get it twisted. I can sing. I can hold a note. So once you go on track number 89 out of the 100 songs on this project, and hear me do my thing. Okay.
Word.
Now, why did you choose to do 18 songs?
I think it's
I'm just,
because I fell in love with all of them. I wanted them all on my
and
album.
you didn't know which ones to pick. I'm
Yep.
just asking. You're a new artist. You're doing great numbers and everything. You know, and
Hmm.
you know a lot of. Are your songs the new time frame, like 2.5 to 3.5 minutes?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, then that's why you're gonna end up being only 5 songs.
For real. No, for real. It kills me, man. Like I love my like 4 minute long ballads, and it's just like I can't really. I mean, I can, but I don't know if the nowadays people's attention span will sit and listen to a song that long.
No,
People
that
love the.
your friends don't want to listen to that. If you have great quality music, your real fans will enjoy that, and that's where you leave those type of songs for the album. Maybe you
True.
tease them with the 2.5 to 3.5 for singles, but then give your fans your true essence, because you don't want to discredit yourself as an artist and a creator just because certain people. That's not fair to the rest of them, and that's not fair to you. But correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're a DJ that play records. This is just my personal opinion, just mine.
No, I only play records for like 5 seconds long. Then I'm on to the next song. Now, let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. I I I'm more understanding now of the quick 2 minute songs. You know what I mean? When it first started, I'm like, that's it now. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is a bar and a half. You know what I mean? That's basically what it is now. You know what I mean? You do one set, then you do a hook, then you do like a half a set of bars in the next joint. I'm almost starting to understand it now, but I definitely understand what she's saying.
Hmm.
On the album, let some of them songs breathe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because some folks like I said, like I played that short message. I'm like, damn, this is 40 seconds long. Literally, it's
Hmm.
40
It was
seconds
literally a
long.
short message.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's literally a short message. All right. And it's those kind of songs. Sometimes when you listen to it, you kind of almost get upset. You're like, man, come on, that's it. This is all I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? This
Yeah.
is real. This is all I'm gonna get right
Let's do
here.
a
You
long
can't
message
throw another
remix.
bar. So
Yeah.
so yeah. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes real talk. Sometimes you're like, damn, I'm glad this song is finished. You know what I mean? But there are times you were like, yo, I wish you would add a little something extra on the end of that
Yeah.
piece. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Especially as DJs. Party DJs is a little different sometimes. But on the radio, like when I be doing mix show DJ of the year, why not? Fleet DJs.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Appreciate
that's
that.
awesome.
Um, but when I'm doing mix shows, depending on what kind of mix show I'm doing, sometimes I like letting them songs breathe a little bit, especially if they have nice if they substantive. Um, Cause sometimes when I switch them a little early, next week I hear, yo, I was really into that song while you switch it. Then I tell them, yo, that was it, that was it. And they like, oh, all right. So yeah, but some of the people do like it, letting them songs breathe a bit. So you may want to think about throwing some of them songs on the album.
Oh
That's just
yeah,
my,
for sure.
what I mean. So
Yeah. And I'm not saying all 18, just once in a while, because the whole thing is once you have your fans, you want to cater to your fans. And sometimes, as an artist who does music and want to get your story out there, you're going to tell me you're going to stop your story because you already hit 3 minutes?
No.
I'm just saying. Some of them you have to tell us the long message.
Yeah, I feel
As
you.
long as you do it the right way, it is okay to have 1 or 2 songs with it, maybe 4 minutes, 5 minutes,
Hmm.
because you owe it to yourself as an artist, because you're supposed to do your music for you first. Now,
Oh
if you
yeah.
can give yourself 1 or 2 tracks at 18, that's a problem. Am I talking right? Am I making any type of sense?
Yeah.
Systovis. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Saying. Okay.
I feel you.
Now let me ask you this: since you started this whole career in the middle of a pandemic, have you hit a stage yet?
Nope.
Are you going to?
I literally started the career right when COVID started, and still in Missouri we now have the Delta. I think that's called the Delta virus or the Delta off, whatever
Yeah,
the
the Delta strain.
that
Yes, yes,
yeah, the
yes.
Delta strand. That thing is huge now in Missouri, and so now it's just I don't know when I'm going to be able to see a stage because
When's
I
that?
know I can perform. That's a new strand, like a mutation from the
Yeah,
COVID
yeah, it's a
virus.
mutation of it. Yes,
What?
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Delta strain of the COVID. Yes, is more contagious. Um, than last year's version. It's basically
yeah.
like the remix. It's like, yeah, you feel last year was crazy, but check this one out. That's basically what it is. That's
Why is it
basically
gotta
what
be
it is.
called Delta? That's the best airline of life.
Well, well, hey,
Now I
that's
can't
what
even
it's called.
promote it. I can't even promote it anymore. What just happened?
That's
When
right.
did this
That's right.
happen?
No more Corona babies. No more Delta flights. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my god. Yo, this is some BS. But guess what? You don't have to stay local.
Yeah, that is true.
You can travel outside your city and your state and be great before Delta turned to Southwest, turned to Budweiser. We don't know. Okay. Just know that you can travel outside your city and state and give these people what they want to hear. Okay.
That is true.
But I do commend you for doing what you're doing, sticking to it, actually having a message, actually having diversity in your music, and just being authentically you.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
getting the numbers that you're getting, especially being like a newfound artist and building your own studio, taking the time to learn how to record and mix and stuff, instead of just halving it and calling it a day. Because some people have been doing that even with these newfound businesses. They half doing it just to throw it out there to make a quick buck, and then you got other people really take their time to perfect what they're doing so they can actually put out
yeah,
quality things out there. You know what I'm saying?
of course. Yeah, this Armageddon album. I think me and my producers have been uh, literally. What is
You
seasick?
say
He's
you're
getting
getting on
on
the stage.
stage. I need to.
Definitely,
I need to be
definitely
like
can't wait to see that.
I know I can perform. Like I've performed like I said back in high school and stuff. I love performing. It's my passion. Like that it was in me. I didn't realize it was my passion until obviously out of high school, but uh yeah, like it's just like it's in my blood. Like my mom, like, she performed back in high school, and she was a drum major, so that's where my drums come from. Like, yeah, a lot of the musical traits and characteristics and talents have come from my mother. So
Absolutely.
uh,
Absolutely. Okay, well, we'll see what you can do on that stage. Okay.
yeah, wherever this the stage is, he's sick.
They're out there, trust me, and people is on them. Okay. But this is a time of the show where the floor is yours to talk to new people who may not know who you are. You can talk to them about who you are. You can tell them about your music, your journey. You can have a wow moment, words of wisdom, whatever you want to say to new potential fans, listeners, and followers of you, or
Mhm.
people who may want to do what you do. Just talk to the people. Okay.
So yeah, I'd have to probably say just if anyone like wants to go into making music and singing, rapping, or anything, and you know that you have a passion for it, don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Like if you know that you have a passion for playing an instrument, for singing, for rapping, anything, just stick to it. If that's truly your passion, something that you love, even if your family doesn't want you to do it, even if your friends don't want you to do it, your hometown, your work, like your part-time job at Hardee's or Burger King, something like that. No matter where you work, anybody in your life that doesn't want you to do it, don't not do it because they said so. Do it because you love it and that's your passion. I've been literally laughed at and like mocked, and pretty much told no, and just so by so many people. And I'm doing it. Like, and you guys can do it too. If you guys truly know you have a passion, you guys know you have talent, then let the world hear it and see it. And don't ever be afraid to be unique and stand out. Be individualistic, because we are the pioneers on this earth to show what we can do and how we think. And Like I said in the beginning of the show, let people live their lives. Don't judge them or look down upon another person based on their color, their sexuality, their gender, their social status, how much they make a month. Everyone's in reality of the same conscious, and we just are different. But in real life, like we're all in a sense the same person, and treat others how you would want to be treated, and always believe in yourself and be good to others. Really, that's like my number one thing. That's my number one. What my brand represents is individualism, being yourself, chasing your dreams. Because I truly do believe that anyone on this world, in this world, can do whatever they want if they put their mind to it. Nothing is impossible. That's my main thought. And as a 26-year-old man from a small town, 40 minutes outside of St. Louis, Missouri, that is how I look at life. And literally anything you can do, you can do it. And even if you don't have anyone but yourself rooting yourself on, that's enough. That is more than enough to keep going. Just remind yourself that anything's possible, and you're going to accomplish every goal that you have. That's probably it.
That was so good. Sorry. You know what, Systovis? I like you. I do.
Thank you. I like you too.
I mean, but I should say, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the TQuest show.
I
And I
love
don't want
coming
you to
on
be
here.
a stranger, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm
That's
here.
awesome. I'd love to come back.
Absolutely. You've built a relationship and a connection. It's all about just staying on top of it. Don't be one of them Aggie artists trying to blow up my inbox. But just know you have TQuest and Gotta Love Me Radio and Gotta Love
Mm-hmm.
Me World in your corner. So we here. You know
Heck
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
before we get out here, tell the people where they can follow you or check you out.
Yeah. So pretty much every single social media you can think of is Systovis at Systovis. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, uh, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, uh, Apple Music, iTunes, everything. Everything is all Systovis, Systovis. You look me up on Google. I got my knowledge panel, so you can see that I'm a musical artist. Yeah, I got that going for me now. It's pretty cool.
Knowledge band.
Yeah, I know. I'm a few steps away. I want to ask for verification on IG. I'm just afraid of being denied.
Don't be afraid because it's only another 6 weeks till you can do it again. Not that I've
That's
tried
true.
it. But yeah, do that. You already got your knowledge panel, so you might as well just go for it. But I always tell people if you're gonna do that, just look at the requirements and to make sure you
Hmm.
actually have met them before trying it. Because if you haven't
Yeah.
met them, it's just gonna be a waste of time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what a lot of people are telling me, even with blue checks. Like my friends that have blue checks, they're like, "Yeah, if you do it now, you're going to be told no." I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, because you got to get this, this, and this." So I'm being patient. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to try rushing because I haven't asked yet. I've been wanting to, man. I just want to because they make it so easy. You go to your settings, it's like request verification, just a simple click. I'm like,
You don't want to do it.
because then I go to bed the next day, wake up with a blue check. Nah, that's not how it works.
Exactly. You don't want to be like, you keep putting the same information and they reject you because you tried it so many different times and you're like on
Yeah,
free or nothing. But
exactly.
definitely appreciate you coming here and you're always
Yeah,
so welcome back.
thank
And
you.
15 seconds, let people know who you are, where you from.
So,
At DJ Il Nino, at DJ Il Nino on all social sites. I made it mad easy. Y'all can find me. Um, y'all can find me like that. All right, T-Quest, what up?
Oh wow, that was really quick. You're right. Oh, quick question for you, Systovis.
hmm
Have you started your hashtag yet?
I have, yeah, I have on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's like maybe there's probably 15 posts, probably maybe.
Not enough. And on that note, your girl TQuest, we're over now on the TQuest show, relatable, informative, yet entertaining.